Hi, I'm Sam.
And I'm Dylan. We're here at Uncle's Games at South Center Mall in Tukwila, Washington to present a Planeswalker's Primer for Allies.
Ally is a new creature type premiering in the Zendikar set.
Do tell.
I will. An ally is a teammate or a colleague, someone you fight alongside of, someone who's got your back.
Dude, I know what the definition of ally is. How's it work in Zendikar?
Like this.
This is Mackenzie's Shieldmate. You can tell it's an ally by checking its type line, just as you would with any other creature type. Nearly every ally has an ability that triggers whenever it or another ally enters the battlefield under your control, and Mackenzie's Shieldmate is no exception.
So, whenever an ally shows up on your side of the battlefield, it helps itself and all your other allies, right?
In most cases, yeah.
Still, 3 mana for a 0/3 defender seems like a pretty bad deal.
Ah, but there's more to it than that. Lots of allies, including Mackenzie's Shieldmate, get +1/+1 counters when another ally enters the battlefield under your control. But that's not all. Each ally triggers its own ability too.
So, even though it enters the battlefield as an 0/3,
it gets a +1/+1 counter right away.
So that means Mackenzie's Shieldmate really acts like a 1/4 defender.
I told you there was more to it.
And that causes all my other allies' abilities to trigger.
Go on.
And will grow even bigger each time a new ally enters the battlefield.
Exactly. And that's what you get for 3 mana. Not a bad deal, huh?
It does still seem a little vulnerable at the beginning, though.
It is. Let's go over the timing once more. This time, why don't you take one of these?
Lightning Bolt. Nice.
Once again, I'll cast Mackenzie's Shieldmate. When it enters the battlefield, its ability triggers, but it's not a 1/4 yet.
So, in response to its ability, I'll cast a Lightning Bolt to deal 3 damage to it.
Lightning Bolt resolves first, and Mackenzie's Shieldmate is toast before it gets its counter.
Do all allies get +1/+1 counters as a result of their abilities?
No. Allies do lots of different things.
Undo Cleric has you gain life whenever it or another ally enters the battlefield under your control.
That can really add up.
It gets better. Merasa Pyromancer deals damage to creatures.
Over and over.
The name says it all. Allies are good at teamwork. The more allies you've got in your deck, the more powerful they are.
I get the picture. Now let's see it in action.
Done and done. I've got a 1/4 Mackenzie's Shieldmate, and you've got a 1/1 Llanowar Elves, a 2/2 Oran Reef Survivalist, and a 3/3 Canyon Minotaur. I'm going to start off by casting Rise from the Grave on your Merasa Pyromancer.
Dude.
When it enters the battlefield on my side, the abilities of all my allies, but not yours, trigger. I can handle them in whichever order I like. I'll say the Pyromancer's ability targets your 2/2 creature, and I'll have it resolve second. Do you have any responses?
I can think of a couple 4-letter words.
I'll take that as a no. The Shieldmate's ability resolves, so it gets another +1/+1 counter, making it 2/5. Then the Pyromancer's ability resolves. It checks how many allies I control. I've got 2, so the Pyromancer deals 2 damage to your creature.
It's dead.
Next, I'll cast Undo Cleric. It enters the battlefield, then, once again, the abilities of all my allies trigger. I'll have the Pyromancer's ability target your 3/3 creature and resolve last, and I'll have Undo Cleric's ability resolve second.
This time, I've got a response. Ignite Disorder on the Undo Cleric. Burn, baby, burn.
Fried to a crisp.
That's all I've got.
Okay. The Shieldmate's ability resolves, so it gets another +1/+1 counter, making it a mighty 3/6. The Cleric's ability resolves even though it's gone. I control 2 allies, so I gain 2 life. Finally, the Pyromancer's ability resolves. Since I've just got 2 allies now, it deals 2 damage to the Minotaur, which isn't enough to kill it.
I'll take that as a moral victory. Wow, looks like allies can get out of hand in a hurry.
Yep, they pretty much can.
Shiny.